All right, Khan, Shalom, Shalom, Israel, Shalom to the 12 tribes of Yasha Allah, giving, of course, all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Shimon, Mashak, Abishah. That's all praises, honor, and glorification unto the Most High God, Yahweh. In the name of his only God, son, Yahweh, that's your brother, Yasha Allah.
Brother AHABAYAH.
Khan, coming back to y'all yet another video through the spirit by Yahweh, Shimon, Mashak, Abishah. All right, and as you can see, it's a 20-minute fire. All right, 20-minute fire. Also, of course, with brother AHABAYAH from WFI Atlanta. You can check out his channel, our YouTube channel, AHABAYAH, as well as his Instagram, almost 2,000 followers, right, et cetera, et cetera. And Khan, does a lot of videos with me. Good brother, you can hit him up, and hit his Akim up, and get situated. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Khan, I'm gonna pull this. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 19 and verse 21. Right, Proverbs 19:21. It says, "There are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord, that shall stand." Right, so there's many devices in a man's heart. What are the devices? Our thoughts, right? Plans. Man, like that phrase, man plans, but God laughs, right? Why? Because look, we may plan to do something. We may plan to go to DC at this time. We may plan to wake up, go to work at this time, and come back and do this and that. We may plan to do something. There's many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, yes, that's true. But guess what? The counsel of the Lord, right? The will of the Lord, that's going to stand. Nevertheless, what we want, right? It doesn't matter what we want. The counsel of the Lord, the will of the Lord, that's what's going to come into fruition. That's what's going to play out on the earth. We can't do anything about it. You know what I'm saying? Khan, you got it.
Yeah, I appreciate what the brother said in Matthew chapter 6 and verse let me see where I'm start. We gotta let his will be done. You can't be under your own will. You want to do what you want to do. The Lord says do this, you want to do this, you bucking up against the Lord, and the Lord said we gotta let his will be done. Let me see where I'm gonna start, bear with me. I'll just start verse 9. Con reads, "After this manner, therefore, pray ye, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven." So his will is going to be done as it is in heaven, in righteousness. Again, just because you woke up late for work, just because you kind of go to the mall, hang out with your friends, hang out and do what you want to do, get a rib, get that one shirt you wanted off of Etsy and stuff like that. You got no funds, right? Doesn't mean all hell's breaking loose. The Lord made it just like that for a reason. He made you lose your debit card just so because He know you're going to spend all that money. So He made you lose that debit card just so you won't spend nothing, so you can have enough to pay off your car note, right? He made you be separate from that one woman because if you get with her, all hell gonna break loose and she's gonna bring you down, right? So he know what he's doing. Just because it's not going to your will doesn't mean all hell is breaking loose. It's going to the Most High will, man.
Calm. That's right. That's right. I'm gonna give this precept, right? All right. Let's get an example real quick, right? This is the book of Romans 15 and verse 24, right? This is Paul talking, right? Now, the devices in our heart, we plan things out, right? So, let's just get this precept, Proverbs 16 and 9, right? The classic Proverbs 16 and 9, right? It says, Proverbs 16 and 9, "And man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord directed his steps." So, our heart divides our way. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we plan things out. Man plans things out. We might have schedules, et cetera, but they don't always plan out or play out like how we want to, right? Because that's the will of the Most High, right? If the Most High wants you to do something, guess what? You're going to do it. If He doesn't want you to do something, guess what? You're not going to do it. It's not going to happen, right? Because that's the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Sometimes the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua may line up with your will, right? For example, you planning to do something, you planning to go somewhere, and it happens just like how you want it. But sometimes that is not always the case, right? We know this. Anyone that has been living for I would say at least a decade knows this, right? That you plan things out and sometimes it just doesn't happen like you want to because that's the will of the Most High, right? Let's go to the book of Romans 15 and verse 24. It says, whensoever I take my journey into Spain, right? That's what Paul said. He said, whenever I take my journey in Spain, you know what I'm saying? He was planning to take a trip to Spain, right? But it says, what? I will come to you, for I trust to see you in my journey and to be brought on my way thitherward by you. At first, I'll be somewhat filled with your company. But guess what? Paul, right? Romans is one of the letter or the epistles to the Romans. This was one of the last letters that Paul wrote. Shortly after this, he got beheaded, right? Around 64 AD, scholars will tell you, right? So he wasn't able to go to Spain, right? But he was planning to go to Spain. Did he know that he was going to get beheaded before that? No, he didn't know that. But it was just the will of the Most High that, he wanted to go to Spain, but that's not how the Most High planned it out. You know what I'm saying? Khan, you got it. And Salakia, we got a comment right here. Shalom, servant of the Most High. Khan, Jonah tried to flee from the Most High's works. Trying to resist the will of the Most High. Jonah, when you read the account, Jonah shut the wood. He said, go to Nineveh, right? And Jonah said, nope. Went to the ships of Tarshish, got the damn ticket. It was like, moving the hell out of here, man. Khan, you got it.
Yeah, he was going off.
That's right.
He was going off. But, that just shows you there's no such thing as free will. You can't do what you want to do. The Lord gonna make you do His will, and you gotta deal with it. There's nothing you can do about it, man. But I'm gonna get this account real quick, because you don't want to force anything in this thing neither, man. Let me see if I can get this precept real quick. And sorry, right? You don't want to force the course of the river, right? You just gotta let it flow. You just find it. Do you know what precept I'm talking about?
Force not the course of the river.
I found it. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 4 and verse 26. Be not ashamed to confess thy sins, and force not the course of the river. So you don't want to force anything. I want to do this. Man, I'm so upset I couldn't go out to teach today. Well, brother, it's because the Lord didn't want you to go out to teach today. If you would have went out there, next thing you know, you're in the spirit world, man. The Lord has everything, strategically set up. But I want to get this real quick. The reason why I'm saying that, because in Genesis chapter 13, I'll start at verse 8, and it reads, and Abram said unto Lot, let there be no strife, I pray thee, between me and thee, and between my herdmen and thy herdmen, for we be brethren. Because you had Abram or Abraham and Lot, they was going at it because there was so much cattle, all hell breaking loose. They was very rich men. They started getting, arguments and stuff like that because it was bumping one, all hell breaking loose, right? Verse 9. Is not the whole land before thee? Separate thyself, I pray thee, from me. If thou wilt take the left hand, then I will go to the right. Or if thou depart to the right hand, then I will go to the left. So basically, Abraham's saying, you choose, wherever you choose, I'll just do the opposite. Because Abraham knew wherever Lot chooses, that's all the will of the Most High. Right? Verse 10. And Lot lifted up his eyes and beheld all the plain of Jordan, that it was well watered everywhere. Therefore the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. So like before the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, even as the garden of the Lord, like the land of Egypt, as thou comest into Zoar. Then Lot chose from all the plain of Jordan, and Lot journeyed east, and they separated themselves the one from the other. Abram dwelt in the land of Canaan, and Lot dwelt in the cities of the plain, and pitched his tent towards Sodom. And that was all the Lord. If that didn't happen with Lot, you probably wouldn't have about the Sodom and Gomorrah destruction, right? And that's not a coincidence that Abram dwelt in the land of Canaan. Because, hey, that's our homeland now. The land of Canaan is Israel, Jerusalem, right? So that's not a coincidence. Abraham didn't force the course of the river. Everything was according to the Most High will.
Khan, that's right. That's right, man. Everything's according to the Most High's plan and His will. You know what I'm saying? And on a deeper level for Jonah, right? It was the will of the Most High that Jonah fled, right? If you can understand, the Most High wanted Jonah to flee, right? Just so that, hey, just so that he could be saved out of the bellies, the mouth of or so like the belly of the whale or the big fish. You know what I'm saying? The fish's belly, right? So, hey, in the Most High, he works in mysterious ways. He'll have you go off, commit a sin, just so that you can fast. You know what I'm saying? He would give you something just so he could be praised, right? Just so you could say all praise to the Most High. The Most High does that, and he works in mysterious ways. He literally has all power, right? Omnipotent, omniscient, right? He can literally do anything, right? And he does, and he saves his people just so he can be praised, right? Etc. Etc. The Most High. This is how the Most High works, right? Let's go to the book of Job, right? Let's go to Job. Look at this precept, right? It's the book of Job, chapter 23, and verse number, 12. Neither have I gone back from the commandment of his lips. I have esteemed the words of his mouth more than my necessary food, right? And we do that too. You know what I'm saying? That's, we go on fasts, right? We esteem the words of the Most High's mouth more than our necessary food. Food is necessary for our survival. We eat and drink to live, right? Because we know we understand that we need these things, right? And without them, we will be nothing. But sometimes we esteem the words of the Most High's mouth. We have seen this. We have put this Bible before we put our food, right? Our physical food. We put the spiritual food before we put that physical food, right? Let's go to verse 13. But he is in one mind, meaning he is unique, right? The Most High is unique. There's none like him. And who can turn him? Who can turn the Most High? Who can turn the Most High from doing what he's going to do, right? And what his soul desireth, even that he doeth, man. That's the Most High. Whatever he wants to do, that's what he's going to do, right? So, Khan, you got it.
Khan, I'm gonna tell you a two-part question. Well, I'm gonna get not question, precept. There's a book of Isaiah, chapter 40, and verse 28, and it reads, Hast thou not known, hast thou not heard, that the everlasting God, the Lord, Yahweh, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is weary. There is no searching of his understanding. Because you might have something happen in your life. Something might happen today, tonight. Why did the Lord do this? Why is he doing this to me? You see that in a lot of movies. Why is he doing this to me? I believe in you, Lord, and stuff like that. But it might just, like the brother was saying, to strengthen you, to get you on fire. He might have you go off, like the brother said, to fast, to repent. And really, when you go off sometimes, it might spark a flame in you. Now you're on fire. Now you constantly reading. Right. You're more zealous out of nowhere. So the Lord works in magnificent ways. So let me get this real quick. And Daniel, I'll find it. Daniel chapter, bear with me. It might be in chapter 4. Daniel chapter 4 and verse 35. And all the inhabitants of the earth are reputed as nothing, and he doeth according to his will in the army of heaven, and among the inhabitants of the earth, and none can stay his hand. Did you already bring this one out? Okay. Among the inhabitants of the earth, and none can stay his hand, or say unto him, what doest thou? So again, you shouldn't be questioning the Lord. Why you do this? Why did you do this? Because the Lord does what he want to do, right? You can't really be questioning the Most High, but you got it.
Yeah, questioning the Most High, right? And we all have done that, at one point in time. But we have to understand that the Most High, he's either doing it for your good or he's doing it for your destruction, right? You know what I'm saying? That's what he's doing, right? He's either doing it for your good or for your destruction on a deeper level, right? And we hope that it's not for your destruction, right? But let's go to, and on that, actually, let's go to the book of Romans chapter 9, right? Because if you're the elect, the Most High, whatever is happening to you, right? That is a benefit, right? It's for your good. If you are the elect, whatever's happening to you, though it may seem evil, it may seem bad, you might be going through hard times, etc., etc. All that is for your benefit. Because guess what? You're the Most High's elect. Let's go to the book of Romans chapter 8 and verse 28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are called according to his purpose. So all things work together for good, right? To them that love the Most High. How do you love the Most High? You keep his commandments. That's the elect. The elect are going to be loving the Most High. They're going to be keeping the commandments, right? And so all things work together for good, right? All things. Every single thing that's happening in your life, if you are the elect, that's for your good, right? Because at the end of the day, guess what? You got a one-way ticket back to the kingdom, man. You know what I'm saying? If you are the elect. Let's go to the book of Sirach chapter 39 real quick though. Right? Sirach 39 and verse right? I'm gonna start at verse I'm gonna start at verse 15, right? Magnify his name and show his and show forth his praise with the songs of your lips and with harps, and in praising him ye shall say after this manner, all the works of the Lord are exceeding good, and whatsoever ye commandeth shall be accomplished in due season. It's not whatsoever we command, it's not whatsoever we think wants to happen, right? It's whatsoever the Lord commands. That's what's going to happen in due season. You got it.
I want to get this to what he was talking about earlier in Romans in 2 Corinthians 12 and 9. And he said to me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. So the Lord going to put you through certain things, not for your downfall. It could be for your downfall, but like you said, if you're the elect, it can be to strengthen you. Because a lot of people, they get baby back in the world, but the Lord got to put some toughness in you in this truth, man. Make you go through it. You used to be prideful in the world, now you humble, right? Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Mashiach may rest upon me. So Paul said he rather glory in his infirmities, man. He wasn't complaining, Lord, why are you doing this to me? You know, what are you doing? You know, he said, hey, man, I know what I'm going through. It's to toughen me. It's to give me experience, like it says in Romans, and more patience and stuff like that. But kind of got it.
That's right. Gone. Let's go to the book of Proverbs, right? Actually, let's go to Jeremiah. Let's go to the words of Jeremiah. Go to Jeremiah chapter 17. Actually, let's go to Jeremiah 12, right? Oh no, 10. It's the book of Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 23. Oh Lord, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man that walketh to direct his steps. So it's not in man to direct his steps. It's in the Lord, Yahweh. Jeremiah understood that there's no free will, right? Jeremiah understood that whatever he does, that's the Lord. That's the Lord doing it, right? That's the Lord directing him to do that, right? Jeremiah, prophesying, and he knew that, when he was prophesying out in the highways and byways, getting on his people, right? When he was crying, hey, that's all the Lord making him do that, man. Guiding his steps, directing his steps. You know what I'm saying? That's why, and I always harp on, like, that's why you want to pray in these last days that the Most High directs your steps in truth and in righteousness. Because look, you're just a puppet, man, right? Me, we're all puppets, right? So, and guess what? The Most High is the puppet master, right? So guess what? Like a little kid, right? Controlling the damn toy. Yeah, we're the damn toy. And guess what? The kid, he can do anything he wants with the toy, right? It's his. You know what I'm saying? His dad bought it for him, right? So look, and we're that toy, all right? So likewise with us and the Most High, right? The Most High is basically that puppet master that's controlling each and every one of us, right? And is making us do stuff, making us think things, right? Et cetera, making us do whatever he wants us to do. All right. So we have to understand that, look, if he's in control, we want the Most High to control us and put us in the right path than in the broad path. You know what I'm saying? That leads to destruction. Yeah, come. Yeah, you can bring out your closing precept.
Let's see what I want to do. Oh, I got a precept. This book of Tobit. So the Tobit chapter 12. And I'll start at verse 15. I am Raphael, one of the 7 holy angels, which present of the prayers of the saints, and which go in and out before the glory of the Holy One. Then they were both troubled and fell upon their faces, for they feared. But he said unto them, Fear not, for it shall go well with you. Praise the Most High, therefore, for not of any favor of mine, but by the will of our God I came, wherefore praise him forever. So everything that brother's doing, being a servant to the Lord, it's not of our will, it's the Most High will. Like your brother was saying, we're just puppets, we're just servants, we're messengers to the Spirit.
Right. Precept that, man. Right? It's the book of John. Right? It's the book of John. Slakia. Right? It's the book of John, chapter 6, verse 38. Right? It says, For I came down from heaven not to do mine own will, but the will of him that sent me. You see that? So that's Yahushua. All right? And Yahushua was literally sent down from heaven, right? Put down in a carnal body, right? Not to do his own will, not to do what he wants to do, but guess what? To do what his Father wants him to do. All right? And that's what we're doing too. All right? Us that, the Most High has called, we're not trying to do our own will, right? We don't speak from our own gut and belly, right? We don't tell the people what we feel and what, Hey, I was just watching that video, man. Watchmen for Israel. This wicked Eve was coming up, bucking against Uriah, right? And saying, no, put down the Bible, right? I want to know what you wanted. I know, stop speaking from the Bible. You know what I'm saying? That's what she was saying. I wanted to know what you feel, right? And like Uriah said, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gives a damn about what I think, man. Yahweh Shah doesn't give a damn about what we feel, what we think. He's the damn supreme being. You think he's going to care about what we think? No. We're just dust and ashes. All right? We're just a damn puppet. Just easily replace us. Right? Calm. But, calm. So with that, right, we're going to close out. Giving, of course, all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh Shema Mashak Yahweh. This is Brother Yasha Allah.
Brother Abaya.
Coming back to y'all with yet another video through the Spirit Power Yahweh Shema Yahweh. The water for tuning in. Shalom. Servant of the Most High, the water for tuning in. All right. Kwame Yasha Allah. Shalom.